Gamers, welcome! Today we're playing an artifact toy box deck and I'm probably the first person to ever think about that, but this deck is actually really fun to play with and I had some very interesting games just abusing the artifact floodgate effects. Now let's explain things real quick. First of all, Placer of Sanctum. This is really important, it's such a good card. Also we have Placer of the Ignition. It allows you to destroy a spare trap card on the field, then set an artifact card from your deck, which is really good because you can just get rid of something your opponent has or get rid of your toy cards and still activate their effects while also setting an artifact card, so you just get a lot of value. Also, if you use it during your opponent's turn, you can use it again for the same reasons, and even if it's popped from your opponent's card, you can make them skip their battle phase, which is just a nice bonus effect tied to it. Now, as of the artifact monsters, we have a bunch of one-offs. One of the Mortal Attack, I barely use this card even though the effect is so good, simply because I go typically for Lancia and Scythe because these have the best floodgate effect. Lancia makes your opponent not able to banish, while Scythe makes your opponent to do, well, you know what it makes him do, it makes him unable to go for extra deck monsters. We also have the one Bagel Attack. This is your way to pop cards on the field and it's really important because that's how you pop your artifact monsters. We also have one copy Caduceus. This is not necessary. It gives you typically +1 or +2 depending on how you use your effects and when you summon it. You just draw a card every time an artifact monster is summoned, so we can give you a nice draw or two. Also we have one copy of Mjolnir. This card allows you to bring back an artifact monster. Typically we use that as a follow-up effect to bring back the Scythe and Floodgate again, but it does lock you into special summoning only artifact monsters until the end of the next turn, so be careful how you use it. It can be such an annoying card to deal with sometimes. Also, as of the toy engine, we just play Placer of the Toy Soldier, one of the toy tank, Placer of the Toy Box. As of the Magician Souls, Playset Magician Souls, Placer of the Preparation, 2 copies of Illusion of Chaos. Just need the most consistency we can. We also have the one Schism, which we go for by using the Guiding Quim and Blazing Cartesia engine paired with the Toy Box stuff, because that allows it to go into Granguno into Dumping Apkalon for Schism, Schism for Winda, and it's really broken. We also play the Hopier Squadron, which allows us to go for a level 7 synchro during our opponent's turn using any artifact monster, which is great because we can use Black Rose Dragon to destroy everything on the field, thus triggering our own artifact cards if that's the only thing that we have on the field, plus some artifact spells and traps in the spell and trap card zone. Or we go for the Moonlight if we want to just enhance our board a little bit, get an additional bounce effect, which is also nice. We also have Forbidden Droplet, the Maxi, and the Cold by the Grave, and in the extra deck we have all of the fusions that I talked about and the synchros. The one Tornado Dragon, which is really important because typically turn 1 you end your board with Tornado Dragon plus Dagda, or either Tornado Dragon or Dagda with SP Little Knight. That will be your typical board 99% of the time. We also have one Typhon, which is just a generically good monster. Artemis and Cross Sheep, these are really important and mandatory. I'm gonna show them in the combo. 2 copies Dagda. We need the second one as a follow-up sometimes. We also play one Dark Celine and Access Code. Access Code is really important to close game because you can floodgate your opponent, but then you don't have anything as a follow-up play, and Access Code is gonna be your way to just close the game almost all of the time. But now let's get into the combo guide so I can show you what the deck can do. Alright guys, so I'm gonna show you a quick combo on how to use this deck. All we need is Toy Box plus Magician Souls and we go from there. Now let's go Toy Box. We tend to play a lot of copies of Magician Souls technically in the deck because we have Preparation of Rites and Illusion of Chaos. So there's a very high chance you're actually gonna have those specific combination of cards. Now let's go Magician Souls into the grave with the Illusion of Chaos, special summon the Magician Souls, activate the effect. Up until this point, everything is just standard. Pitch 2, draw 2, doesn't matter what we draw, everything else is just gonna be extra. We have also an extra play with Squadron that we can do, which is also fun. From there, we can use the effect of Toy Soldier. We're gonna be adding the Guiding Quim specifically. Now, if we haven't used our normal summon, we just normal summon it and we go for Blazing Cartesia to the grave. But since we top deck it, we cannot actually do that, so we're just gonna go Toy Tank and we're just gonna space summon the Blazing Cartesia. Now I'm gonna play this slightly weirder since I just don't have access to everything that I need, and you know, the Blazing Cartesia was kind of a weird thing, I didn't really pay attention. But anyways, let's go Blazing Cartesia, summon the Granguno, use the card from the hand and also the Blazing Cartesia. We just use anything that we can go for typically for the Blazing Cartesia. Summon Granguno, activate Cross Sheep, activate Granguno. This is the typical way of how things go, and we can also go Guiding Quim. Now typically if you have Blazing Cartesia in the grave the standard way, you just link up the Magician Souls for Artemis and then you just go with the effect of Guiding Quim, bring back the Blazing Cartesia anyways. I've already done that before in my Dark Magician video. So now we're gonna return a body, activate Apkalon. That will give us a search for Schism. We just pitch anything that we don't need, in that case Called by the Grave. Now we first of all gotta link off to summon Dagda plus Tornado Dragon. These are the most important things, so let's go use these two. Summon the Dagda. Now we gotta use 2 level 4s, summon the Tornado Dragon. So we're gonna use anything, it doesn't really matter, just not use the Blazing Cartesia by the way, because we can return it. And typically if you don't have a way to trigger the effect of Dagda, you just have to pop your own Toy Box, which is not ideal, but hey, I mean, we just have to do it somehow. So we're gonna use the effect, and this will give us a little search for an artifact card. Now from here, you can technically go for sight, then you can pop the sight with Tornado Dragon special, and that's it. But since I want to show you a little bit more of a complicated combo, since I have Sanctum as well, what you can do is you can still set the sight here. We can still do the same thing, but we can enhance it a little bit more. Pop this, doesn't matter. Set the Schism, set the Sanctum. Now we're gonna go typically for SP Little Knight. So in that case, we don't need Tornado Dragon, so we can go into SP Little Knight, and I'm gonna show you how this will change the combo most likely. Typically, you just leave the Tornado Dragon in Dagda if you don't have a way to do it this way, so it's fine. Now in the end phase, we activate Blazing Cartesia, we return it to the hand. This is a bonus. We typically don't use it for anything else. Now we're gonna use the effect of Sanctum, which will also let me activate the effect of Dagda. From here, you have a couple of options. When you go for Dagda, you either set Lancia if you want to floodgate your opponent with an additional floodgate, or you go for Caduceus. Now I'm gonna show you the Caduceus line because it has a little bit of a sequencing timing, but consider Lancia a little bit better since you just get extra, floodgate effect, which is nice. Let's go for Caduceus in this time though, just for the sake of having fun. Now we special summon. Oh wait, we actually have in the graveyard specifically the, oh no, the Bego attack is actually in the grave. Well, it's still fine. Typically, okay, so let's explain things real quick because that's actually really weird. So typically you summon Bego attack with the effect of the Sanctuary, because now you can use the effect, pop 2 spells and traps, which are gonna be your Sight and Caduceus. But since that's in the graveyard, we can go for the Mjolnir, and Mjolnir will activate the effect to bring it back as a Monster Reborn effect. And now we can also go activate the effect of the Bego attack, which again will pop 2 cards. Now, as I said, Lancia would be better, but now that we got Caduceus, make sure to pop firstly the Sight and secondly the Caduceus, so we trigger the effect of Caduceus secondly, so we can spell summon it first, so we can get the extra draw, bring it back. Okay, now we go Sight, we bring it back as well, and then we trigger the effect of Caduceus, we trigger the effect of Sight, and he's now Sight locked. Plus with the Lancia you can go for another lock, of course. But also one more thing, normally we don't have that flooded of a field. This is like incredibly flooded. Typically I wouldn't go for such a field, so you would have space to activate Schism. I thought that I already have the Bego attack in my deck, but I didn't notice that I discarded the exact copy of it. So if you summon Bego attack, you have one more space, and then you activate Schism, you fusion summon into Winda. But before that, you're gonna go Squadron, you're gonna target a level 5 Sight or whatever, you're gonna fusion summon into the Black Rose Moonlight, so you have an additional form of interruption, and you summon the Winda, and you have Floodgate from Winda, Floodgate from Lancia, or +1 with the Caduceus, Floodgate from the Sight, also Black Rose, and also SP, which is incredibly strong. Now, one more thing I want to mention, Mjolnir does lock you into only artifact monsters until the end of the next turn, which is so ridiculously bad, but it is necessary for a follow-up turn. That is why I play it. In that case, I used it right now, which means now we cannot go for the Schism. It would be a great idea if you don't go for Mjolnir turn 1. I just wanted to show you how you can do the plays, and it ended up being a little bit weird because this card was in the grave, Blazing Cartesia was in the hand. So yeah, this is typically how you do it. The difference is you just go for Bego attack, pop these 2, special summon, go for this Squadron, go for the Winda, that's it. Or you go on the flip side, just Sight with Tornado Dragon, you keep the Tornado Dragon, pop the Sight, and use the extra body that we had to go into SP by using the Dagda, since you don't need the Dagda anymore in the current scenario. And that's all you gotta do. I'm sorry that I'm explaining it in such a difficult way to understand. You can just rewind and watch it again to learn everything, but that's how you typically go for the plays, and this is all you gotta do. From there you just play the game normally, and on the following turn you just go into access code, get the game with this. This is your only way to close games, unfortunately, so you gotta go into it. But anyways, that was it for the combo guide. Now let's get into the live games. Okay, we have a decent hand. We start with Toy Soldier. It's not ideal. Typically, we want to have, the toy box instead of Toy Soldier, but it's fine. And he has just Typhrim Girgama. Alright, sure. Let's go Maxi, I guess. At least we get one draw. Maybe that will give us something nice. Yay, destroy everything. Bro, if I top deck Toy Box will be so funny. Yeah, sure, of course not. Let's go Magician Souls. We're gonna special summon. Now let's say the Morale deck. Draw 2 cards with the Cold Buy as well. I want to keep Lancia if I could. Okay, that's decent, I guess. Let's just pass on with this. We only have Sanctum for Sight, and we have Lancia for a banishing effect Floodgate. So 2 types of Floodgate. My hand wasn't that great and I got negated. Let's go Sanctum here. We're gonna be special summoning this side, and also we're gonna chain Lancia as well. Let's just chain it right now. Might as well do it. Okay, this is all we can do, dude. Now we gotta turn on the spectator mode, see if the opponent will actually do something through Sight and also the Lancia. Against you, Bell, specifically, I think I'm screwed. Oh, he has Sharvara. Wow, sure. Fine. Yeah, summoning Yubel. It's still not game, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, destroying my Magician Souls. Also, he's gonna attack into the side. Deal 2200 to me. And he's probably gonna keep Yubel and pass turn with that. Oh, he actually didn't keep the Yubel. Oh, that's, I think, a small misplay here. Come on, give me something good. That's not good. Let's go Guiding Quim. That's not looking good in general. We'll send to the graveyard the Blazing Cartesia. Problem is, we don't really have a way to get access to it. And we don't have anything else at all. First of all, let's proceed to the battle phase. Clearly, we have to do that. Then we're gonna go SP and that will be all of it. Sharvara will trigger, of course, setting him the escape, which is, you know, something that I cannot really prevent. Now, main phase 2, I am gonna go SP, but first of all, let's go Artemis, of course. Now, what do I get rid of though? What is the best thing to actually get rid of? Maybe the opening of the Spirit Gate, since that's the only way he can actually bring back Spirit of Yubel and get access to it. This way, I'm actually gonna restrict him for even getting it. Also, by the way, Sanctum was actually a pretty good draw in the sense that I can resummon the site and lock him again. Oh my god, we might actually win this game. Let's go Sanctum. Please do not ask, do not import me, just let me go for the site and win the game with this. Summon Mjolnir to the field in defense mode, and now we're gonna use the effect of Mjolnir to bring back the artifact site immediately to the field. Oh no, 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 not good enough. Ah well, I guess we can't floodgate him again. That will be game. There's no way I win the game from here, right? You can just summon Phantom if you build him from there, it doesn't matter. Well, we tried our best, but we just didn't have a great hand. All in all, I had some fun, but there was no way to win the game with this hand. Oh wow, we have a pretty annoyingly bad hand, but we can still do something. Let's go Magician Souls. We're gonna return the Illusion of Chaos. I mean, we don't really have much good use of the Magician Souls in that case, but we can still do something with it. Let's activate the effect of Magician Souls. We're gonna be, of course, pitching the Illusion of Chaos by summoning it. And now we're gonna be setting the Toy Tank together with... Do we actually go for another set? I mean, I guess we can set the side because we can then use it. We do have a way to actually get back the side, so I'm actually gonna pitch it to draw an additional card here. It's the Lightsworn Doggo. Oh my god, that's so cute. Chaining Ash to this. Oh my god, he actually made me go -2 here. Technically -1 because we can bring back the Toy Tank, but it's fine. Now we are gonna be going for... Do we go Dagda or SP? Let's just go Dagda for the sake of having fun. Alright, SP would be better, but I'm just gonna go Dagda for the sake of having fun here, guys. Set Sanctum, set Ignition. We're not gonna use the effect of it since we don't need to. This should be a decent turn. Now we are immediately gonna go for Sanctum here, and we're also gonna change the effect of Dagda here, which is also really nice. And now we're also gonna change the Ignition to pop our own Sanctum, not because it's that good, but because we get the additional set on the field and it will give us like additional extending and stuff. So first things first, we're gonna be going for let's see, we have to go for this guy, we have to go for Caduceus, and we have to go for Mjolnir. So let's do Caduceus. Let's go also with the Dagda, set the Mjolnir, and we're gonna go with the Sanctum, special summon the Bengal attack, which will pop both of these cards. So that's pretty good. Now let's go Bengal attack, pop 2 cards. So bro, by the way, if this gets important, I'm losing the game. We're gonna go pop first of all the Mjolnir, then the Caduceus. So we activate the effect of Caduceus. Secondly, we get the additional special summons. This will give us, by the way, 2 draws as well. We'll also lock our opponent from not using their extra deck, which is really good as well. Dude, overall, this is really fun to play with, actually. Chaining 1 Caduceus, chaining 2 Mjolnir. These are all mandatory, by the way. I don't choose to even activate them. And that will special summon the side. And also, I'm gonna draw +2 and just scoop the game immediately. Wow. Okay, well, that was a little bit of a fun time. Okay, not the most ideal hand, but we can do a lot with what we have, to be honest. Ideally, we would want to have Toy Box instead of Toy Soldier so we can get the extra normal summon. Anyway, still fine. Let's go activate Toy Box regardless. We're gonna set on the field still Toy Soldier. Also, by the way, we drew Toy Tank. This is not looking good. Well, okay, let's just set these 2 from the deck, I guess. Yeah, there were definitely better cards that I can draw instead of the toy cards that we already don't need. Let's go Magician Soul special summon here. Do we go Ignition or do we go Tornado? I guess we can go Ignition later on. Let's go Tornado now. Just pop the other Toy Soldier. And let's change the effect of Dagda. We will set the Bagel attack, because then we can activate Ignition, pop special, set, go. Yeah, I know you didn't get anything of what I said, but that's good. Just trust me on this one. Fast turn with that. Then immediately we're gonna, on the draw phase, activate the effect of Ignition. Okay, let's do that. Target Bagel attack. Let's chain Dagda as well. though. Okay, that's good. That's what we need. And the ignition will also allow us to set the either Caduceus, which will give us +1, pardon me, or Lancia, which will be just an additional floodgate. Maybe Lancia could be better because it's another form of floodgate. So let's just go for the majority of floodgate that I possibly can. Please do not chain code by the grave. Okay, that's good. Let's also go maxing the draw phase. Your turn, our turn. Special summon the Bego attack to the field. Now we're gonna use the effect, and we are going to pop the side together with Lancia here. The cool thing about Lancia is we can actually chain it even if it's on the field, so it's overall still good. Chaining one side, chaining to Lancia, bring back the Lancia, bring back the side on the field. Now we're gonna go with the mandatory effect of side, and we're gonna chain the not so mandatory effect of Lancia. Oh no, he has the Widow Anchor is not good. Well, let's just leave it like this. Okay, he has a way to stop it, so I can't do anything about it. There's no point chaining Lancia as well. Typically, if we have SP, we can dodge that as well. So if you have an extra body, by the way, you can go into SP, but I just went for Tornado Dragon, which actually seems to be pretty useless right now. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Let's chain Lancia, not because it's that great, but because if he has any banishing effects, they won't be able to activate any, so at least it's something. Send it to the graveyard. Lava Golem, Inferno. Oh my god. Oh, he plays Infernoid. He can't banish anything. If one floodgate doesn't work, the other one surely will. Talent as well. Oh, we actually could have dodged Talent with the Lancia if we activated it earlier. That's one reason to activate Lancia earlier, I guess. We gave him a free Talent here, which I don't love to see. Oh, Super Poly. Pitching the Diviari. I mean, doesn't matter what he sends to the graveyard. Using Dagda and also Sight. Okay. Summoning Garuda, cannot beat over any of my monsters. Drawing Sanctum, which is, you know, really good. And activating Reasoning. Sure. Let's go level 4. Okay, nothing at this point. Nothing. Okay, that was Diviari, that was Lava Go. Bro, come on, like, am I gonna deck him out, actually? Fairy Tail Snow, okay, so he has a final card. But he cannot even use Fairy Tail Snow because he can't banish anything, oh my god. Now he's gonna use, he has Fairy Tail Snow in the grave. Let's go Toy Box immediately. We're gonna set 2 cards again. Do the same thing, kind of repeat the same process here at first. Transaction rollback. What are you gonna chain? I didn't even look his graveyard, by the way. Oh, he has the Mayakashi Floodgate. Oh. Well, we can only special summon cards from the graveyard now, I think. Oh no, I should have... Oh, the toy tank is actually in the Tornado Dragon, so we cannot use it. Oh no, I didn't think about that. I totally forgot. Let's go Magician Souls, I guess. Special summon the Illusion of Chaos. I misclicked so badly, we cannot even use it. I'm so stupid. Okay, just ignore me, guys. Bro, I don't know what I'm doing here. I misplayed massively. He has 1 Fairy Tail Snow, that's it. We're gonna add the Guiding Quem, which we can normal summon. The problem is I wasted my Magician Souls for no reason. I should have used it or just kept it. Guiding Quem for Blazing Cartesia. Alright, still great. And now we don't have anything from here, so let's just proceed to the battle phase with everything that we've got. Even if I summon Toy Tank as well, that wouldn't really make a difference, so I'm not the only one who can floodgate my opponent, apparently. Chain Fairy Tail Snow. Nothing that useful that he can banish. Oh, banishing Garuda? Oh, he's gonna summon it in attack mode and I can't deal with it. Yeah, I forgot that I don't have any attack points. Alright, well, you know what? I'm actually gonna crash my card here. We passed turn. It's not the end of the world because I know how to win this game still. We can repeat the same Floodgate effect. Transaction rollback. Oh, destroy all cards on your opponent's side of the field. I could have used the effect and reset the Lancia, but now I can't. Bro, he plays even a more stupider Floodgate effects than mine. He has 0 cards in his deck. Oh no, come on. Can't believe I lost the game like this, bro. Oh, come on. He has 0 cards in the deck. If only Snow was the final card. He can summon from the extra deck. Yeah, there's no way I win this game, guys. That was a fun game, to be honest, but there was no way I can win it.